Question number 12, Dr Shane Reti.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister for Communications, can she provide an update on broadband deployment in the regions?
The Honourable Amy Adams.
Today we've released the regional snapshots showing how better broadband is being rolled out across the regions, which identify that nearly 1 million homes and businesses across New Zealand are now able to benefit from better broadband thanks to the government's ultra-fast broadband and rural broadband initiatives. The UFB build is complete in 11 towns in provincial New Zealand, and another 8 towns are expected to be completed in the next 12 months. Uptake for UFB is at 14.6%, a figure that's quadrupled in just 2 years, and uptake for the RBI is at 33%. So we're making good progress with the UFB and RBI, and regional New Zealand can't get enough of it.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr Shane Reti.
How does better broadband support economic development in regional and rural communities?
The Honourable Amy Adams.
Mr Speaker, in my view, improving connectivity is the single biggest thing we can do to support regional economic development. Better connectivity ends the tyranny of distance. It allows regional New Zealand to connect not only with other parts of the country, but with the world instantly and without disadvantage. It's estimated that the UFB program alone is going to deliver more than $33 billion of economic benefit. Mr Speaker, that's more jobs and higher wages for rural New Zealand. From rural agriculture to telehealth and digital learning, high-speed, reliable broadband is a game changer for regional New Zealand.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr Shane Reti.
To the Minister, what's next for extending better connectivity to the regions?
The Honourable
Mr.
Amy
Speaker,
Adams.
Well, we've made excellent strides with the first phase of UFB and RBI, but we want to do even more to satisfy New Zealanders' thirst for connectivity. That's why we've committed an extra $210 million to extend the UFB program further into provincial New Zealand, which will take us up to at least 80% of the population. They're jealous, aren't they? We're also committed $100 million to enhance rural broadband coverage and speed, and another $50 million to extend mobile network coverage and black spots to some of the most remote locations. We've had an outstanding response from councils for the registration of interstage for the expansion, with all but 4 councils putting in responses. I hope to be making further announcements on the RFP shortly.
Supplementary question, Claire Curran.
Thank you. To the Minister, what does she say then to the people of Southland about their rural broadband, given that in a survey just released by Venture Southland, only 4% have noticed any improvement from the government's rural broadband scheme?
The Honourable
Mr.
Amy
Speaker.
Adams.
Well, I'm pleased that the information was at least attributed in that answer, but what I can tell the member is that there are a number of issues affecting that particular part of Southland, many of which don't relate to the program, but I can tell Southland that 80% of everyone outside UFB will get better broadband thanks to this government, which Labor voted against.
And that concludes questions for oral answer.